Hello, my name is Justin, and I'd like to welcome you to my brand new channel, Throttling Through Time. I've been given an amazing opportunity to show and ride some incredible motorcycles. With this channel, I plan on sharing those experiences with you, and I hope you enjoy watching. If this is something you'd be interested in, please follow because I have a ton of bikes to choose from. So without further ado, the Vincent Black Shadow. The Vincent Black Shadow was introduced in 1948 at the Earl's Court Motorcycle Show in London, England. It's powered by a 998cc V-twin engine delivering 55 horsepower, which was up from the Rapide's original 45 horsepower. The Black Shadow had a top road speed of up to 125 miles per hour, while the famous Black Lightning, ridden by Raleigh Free at the Bonneville Salt Flats, hit just over 150. Designed and engineered by Philip Vincent and Philip Irving, the Black Shadow was built for speed. One of their advertisements read, "The world's fastest standard motorcycle. It's a fact, not a slogan." Production ran from 1948 to 1955 and produced around 1,700 Black Shadow B, C, and D models. Although the run was short, the legend of the Black Shadow is still present today. When one of these bikes shows up at a bike show, an auction, or if you're lucky, your local bike night, everyone comes running. Now let's check out these Vincents a little closer before we start one and take it for a ride. This is a 1950 Black Shadow Series B. It was in production from 1948 to 1950 with only 76 units built. Back in 48, this was the equivalent of about $500 US, which is crazy to me because this is worth well over $100,000 today. For that $500, you were buying Vincent's high-performance motorcycle. To add performance from the previous model, the Vincent Rapide, they dropped in higher compression pistons, larger ammo carbs, and polished the internals. With that extra speed and power, they had to upgrade the brakes to rib brake drums. For styling, they mounted this 5-inch 150-mile-an-hour speedometer along with painting the engine all black. However, not long into the Series B, Vincent upgraded to a Series C, and as luck would have it, I have one of those to show you as well, so we'll go check it out. This is a 1951 Black Shadow Series C. It was in production from 1949 to 1954 with about 1,500 units built. The price now was about $550 US. For the C, only a few things were changed. Hydraulic forks were added in place of the Bramptons, and a few modifications were done to the rear frame. All right, enough from me. I'll let the Vincent do the talking. Let's set this bike up so we can start it. All right, so starting the Vincent. There's a little bit of a procedure here. First thing we do, turn on the fuel on both sides. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to tickle the front carb until a splash of fuel comes out. Next, we're going to set up the chokes. And lastly, we're going to pull in the compression release lever as we're kicking it. And there you have it, the Vincent Black Shadow. Next, I'm going to go put on my gear and we'll go take it for a ride. Be back in a few minutes. I'd like to thank you all for watching my first video. I appreciate the support. For my next, I'll be showing a 1973 X-75 Hurricane, so stay tuned. Lastly, I'd like to highlight my talented and amazing wife, Kaylee. She is a mother of 3 teenage girls, along with being a motorcycle enthusiast, a motorcycle instructor, and a children's author. Here she is to introduce herself.
Hi guys, my name is Kaylee, and I am a motorcycle instructor here in Windsor for the last 10 years with Learning Curves. I'm also an author. I wrote a book called Papa Papa Vroom Vroom Vroom, which is inspired by my own family, and I have another one coming out called Grammy Grammy Let's Go for a Ride. If you'd like to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram at author Kaylee Brown or Kaylee and the Red Heifer for my motorcycle adventures.
Awesome, thanks, Meg. And thanks again for watching. Hope to see you on the road.